In the player, you're going to add the object that the user of your game controls. Make sure you have your flash drive and that you have the step-by-step project guide. In this phase, we're going to create the player. We're going to assign it behaviors. We're going to set the player's properties, and we're also going to put our player in the solids family. Behaviors are really powerful in Construct 2. They allow you to make a game with very little work. So I'm in Construct 2, and I'm going to open up my Model Platformer project. It's currently in my Model-Platformer directory. Go to Layers. Make sure that we're working with the game layer and that it is unlocked. This is going to allow us to put objects on that layer. Go to the Projects bar and let's insert a new object. This is going to be our player. Our player is going to be a sprite, and we're going to name it Player with a capital P. When the crosshair appears, click. It shows you what's going on the game layer. We're going to be creating our own sprite. You don't always have to use a graphic. So click on the Resize tool, and we're going to be making a player that is 85 pixels wide and 117 pixels tall, and press OK. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to the paint bucket. You can fill in your custom object with any color you want. For the red channel, I want you to use 111, green 196, and blue 169. Then all you have to do, click on the canvas, and it will fill your new object type. Go down to Collision Polygon. This sets the boundary for collisions in the game. Construct 2 gives you a couple of options. Right-click, and let's do Set to Bounding Box. Very well. Let's set our origin point. Remember, this is the center of rotation. We're going to set it to X, 43, and Y, 117. This is going to make the origin point the bottom center of our player object type. The player is going to be what the person playing your game controls. So we have to give it some behaviors. Right-click on the player and choose Behaviors. Behaviors in Construct 2 give you functionality out of the box that you don't have to code. Click the plus, and we're going to be adding a couple behaviors. First thing, we're going to make our player have the platform behavior. This is going to give us a whole bunch of functionality that you normally would have to do a lot of work to put our platformer game together. Click plus and choose Bound to Layout under General. This is going to keep our player inside our layout. Plus again. And we're going to choose the Scroll To behavior. Scroll To keeps our player as the center of the game. So Construct 2 gives you all these powerful behaviors. You can use them when we code the game in the Construct 2 event system, and you can set the properties to make these behaviors act the way you want them. So go to the Properties bar with the player selected. We're going to change a couple of these behavior properties. Under Platform, we're going to change deceleration to 1200, and we're going to make our player jump a little bit higher, 750. Okay, we need to add our player to that solids family we created earlier. Our player is going to be just like something in real life, something that you would consider to be solid, the ground, trees, that sort of thing. Right-click on solids and choose Edit. Move the player over and add it to the solids family. This will automatically give the player the solids behavior. I don't want you to worry. We're not going to be creating a game where the player is just a big rectangle. The reason why we're doing this is to have smooth platform play. We're going to have an alien we attach to it later. But let's run the layout to see it in all its cheesy glory. If you run the layout, now that we've added the platform behavior to our player, you should be able to move it with your arrow keys, and you should be able to jump with the up arrow key. In the next phase, we're going to add the alien, which is a set of animations. It's going to be the visual representation of our player. Go back to Construct 2 and save.